I'm going to introduce you to this wonderful Janome Overlocker. It's the Airthread 2000D. So this machine is professional, and it's smooth and quiet and is just such a fabulous machine. But on top of that, it's an Airthread, which makes threading really super easy. So I'm just going to show you how we thread this machine. So it's got the drip tray there, that comes off. This opens up, and we'll switch the machine on at the side. So it's really well lit too. So it's quite a nice sturdy machine. So we start with the dreaded lower looper, as we always do, but it's not dreaded on this machine. I'm using different threads as well, just so as I can show you. Obviously you always have to make sure that the presser foot is raised, so as the tension is always there. So the first thing we're going to do, because I'm going to do this lower looper, is to tell the machine that we're going to thread it. So I click that over to there. I'm going to do the lower looper, so I'm going to click that over to there. And now I need to turn the hand wheel, did you hear it? Until it makes that little click. It's now ready for air threading. So I need to pull out about 30 centimetres, and I'm just going to pop the tip of the thread in the hole, as so. Okay, then we've got this bit here. Moving it away from this handle, it is actually going to spurt out where my tweezers are. So literally, I'm just pushing that down. There we are. It's so fast, you probably didn't even notice, but there it is. There's the blue thread. So we're going to pop that out the way. So that's the lower looper done in a matter of seconds. It's more fiddly for me now just to get the thread out. There we are. So now we'll do the same. We'll do the upper looper. I'm using this lovely variegated thread because this looks really super and decorative on things. So again, down here. Obviously we're going to just change this knob to the upper looper. Take some of this thread away. Use my tweezers, set it in there, and this is literally going to come out so fast from here. Okay, so eyes peeled to here. 1, 2, 3, there we are. Whoa, that's the lower looper done. So we've got our upper looper and our lower looper done. So we're now going to thread the right hand needle through the little guides, and we make sure the needles are in the right place, which they are, and we've got this needle threader, threads both right and left needle, so you just move it along. So I'm doing the right needle, so I'm going there. Prefer to use the tweezers rather than my sausage fingers, and it just creates a loop, and then we pull it out. That's that needle done. Rather a lot of thread. And then we'll do the left hand needle in the same way. It goes through that guide there. I'll just cut some of this thread off. And then we're going to move the needle threader over. And then it creates a nice little loop. And that's the needle threaded too. There we are. So we'll give it a test sew. Just check on my needle, all my threads are in the right place. There we are. So we're just going to do a straightforward 4-thread overlock stitch, and the cutter and the blades engaged. It's really sturdy. Just let it run off a bit. I've got a thread cutter at the side, and that's how pretty it is with a variegated upper looper thread, and we've just got the blue at the bottom. So one of the lovely things about an overlocker, and particularly this overlocker, it will do some other lovely stitches as well. So one of the first things I'm going to show you is a rolled hem, because rolled hems are really lovely finishing off garments, etc. So to change the settings now, we just need to remove the drip tray. As we've already threaded it, we're going to just move this now to tight. So that's going to change the tension. We've got a lovely easy little switch here, which is going to remove the stitch finger. So this is the stitch finger here, it's just disengaged it. So for a rolled hem, we still need the blade, but we need to remove the left hand needle. So I'm just going to unscrew that. I'm going to keep it threaded at this stage, because then it's easier for me to grab hold of it. And I'm just going to cut that thread there. I'm going to just take this green thread out. And there we are. So that's the needle disengaged as well. Put that somewhere safe, because I'm going to pop it back again in a minute. So I removed the left hand needle, and I've moved the tension to tight. But it's a good idea just looking at the book, because nobody ever remembers everything that you have to do. And it's you know, it's very well laid out. So it's saying now for your tension, so 3 to 4 for your tension of your right needle, which is that one's not being used, 3 to 4. The upper looper on a 3, and the lower looper on a 3. So that's really lovely, because we're doing the rolled hemming. So the stitch length dial to R, that's over here, so we move that around to R. And the differential feed, which is this one, in to 1. The chaining finger we've already moved over to R, and that's about it. So we're all good to go. So let's just have a go at a rolled hem. And because I've used the variegated thread in the upper looper, we're going to get a really nice effect. Thread cutter. Look how pretty that is. So it's a really lovely solid machine. I'm sure you heard that when it was running. It's a meaty machine, and it will do most things beautifully. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it.